We're on US 62/180, otherwise known as Montana Avenue. We're in the eastbound lanes in beautiful El Paso. You can see the mountains there in the background. As you look to the west, El Paso there to the southwest. We're up in the northeast side of town. You can see that subgrade is very sandy. We're not going to get an opportunity to drill holes here, but in checking the construction records and so forth, we're fairly confident that it is in fact 1.5 inches of asphalt over the 8.5 inches of base material. You may have noticed there our section starts immediately adjacent to the right-of-way marker at station, I believe it's 559. I'll have to check that, but it's either 559 or 659. We're 0.3 of a mile east of Loop 375. This section has received a seal coat. But other than that, this is still original construction from 1976. It's not a lot of traffic out here, which is as desired. Right there. First one I've noticed, observed. See all the sand out into the desert. The time shown there is Central Time, not Mountain Time, for anybody who cares. Not worth the effort to change it, I don't guess. Here. Cheeseburger. Another crack right there. That's the second one that I detected. Here, doesn't appear to have gone all the way across, but I'll try and walking back through. I'll try and double check my concept on the distress just to make sure.
You say when you want this truck up?
Here's the end of the section here. Up ahead there, I'm not sure if you can see that. There's the Evergreen Cemetery. Makes for a pretty good landmark. You can see the stone wall there and a little bit of the EVE for Evergreen just behind that one post. You can see the mountains ahead there. Go ahead then. Check out from there, just take some 35mm pictures. There's one transverse crack. There's two. That almost looks like I think that's a joint in their seal coat. It looks like one there that's just starting to come through, but hasn't quite. So far I've got two that I've observed. There's a third. You can see that one's pumping quite a bit. See all the little fines that are washed out of the subgrade. This is the one I was showing before. It goes halfway across the lane, but not, as far as I can tell, it does not go all the way across. Looks like eventually it will, obviously. Right now, you can see where there's the fines are pumping out. You can see a little bit of a trail. It kind of dies out right about there. So I won't include that in the total. Four right there. You can see that one runs all the way across. Fair amount of pumping occurring. Goes all the way across here is 5. Starts with, that actually goes across the entire set of lanes. There. 5 there now. You can see one that looks right here like it's about to reflect through, but it hadn't come through yet, so I'm not going to count that. It probably will before it's all said and done. I'm not using the auxiliary microphone on this section. I hope the sound turns out okay. There's really not that much to interfere with picking up my voice. I count a total of 5 transverse cracks. There does appear to be a little bit of bleeding, but I don't think it's anything severe enough to reduce the skid. You can see, looking at the top, where the bleeding is occurring. Really, it's just the chips being pushed down into the seal a little bit more. There are 5 transverse cracks. There does appear to be quite a bit of pumping at those cracks. Again, we are on US 62/180, otherwise known as Montana Avenue. We are in the eastbound lanes, and this section is intended for cell 1-169. And that concludes section 48, 37,